Hey everybody, and go Gators! It's Saturday morning here in Gainesville, Florida, where I live, and my football team, the Gators, are playing this afternoon. Got to show the school colors. Headed to Chicago tomorrow to do a brand new presentation called Legacy on Purpose for about 150 CEOs. But before I took off, I wanted to recommend a couple of very good books I've read lately that I think you'll enjoy. The first one is one I already did a short blog on, but I wanted to put it at the beginning of this video because it is without question one of the finest sales books I've ever read. It's by a guy named Anthony Iannarino. He's a friend, but I am not promoting this book because he's a friend and I don't get a kickback or any money. His new book is called The Only Sales Guide You'll Ever Need. It's available on Amazon.com and I cannot recommend it highly enough. They sent me an advance copy from the publisher, which is sort of a quickly put together paperback. I read it so many times the pages fell out. Okay, I've read several hundred sales books. I would absolutely put this in the top three, along with Spend Selling and Let's Get Real or Let's Not Play. If you've got a sales team, I'm going to recommend you get one for everybody because, and again, I don't get any money from this, but you will thank me because this is a really good book. I actually ordered a bunch and Anthony's FedExing them to me so I can send them to some of my top clients. So The Only Sales Guide You'll Ever Need. It talks about the right mindset for a salesperson, how to approach your customer, how to treat your customer, how to handle the sales call, how to close a sales call, everything you need. And if I was a sales manager, it's exactly the kind of stuff I would want to pound in my salespeople's head to make them the best I possibly could. So there's the first one. Second one, Keep It Simple. Unclutter Your Mind to Uncomplicate Your Life by my extremely good friend Joe Calloway. Another person, and when I say my friends, I'm not promoting these books because they're my friends. I'm promoting these books because they're very, very good books that you should read. I've read everything Joe Calloway has written, hence the reason why he became my friend. I started emailing him and telling him I love his books. This is a real simple book. It's only about 70 pages long, or 85 pages long, large type, pictures and stuff. Easy book to read. And this is the kind of book I would see giving every single person again in my office or at a conference or something like that. And it's all about focus and discipline and learning to say no. Extremely good ideas for anyone to teach the people in their businesses. Let's focus on our vision, our mission, our values, our goals, our customers, integrity, honesty, being better than anyone else in our industry, delivering world-class service. Fundamental stuff, but fundamental stuff that never gets old because it's what every business owner hopes and hopes and hopes their people will do. So Keep It Simple, Joe Calloway. Very good, easy to read book. Another one, this one I read in my iPad, so I printed out the copy, the cover of it, is What Made Me Who I Am by Bernie Swain. And this is a compilation of people who are very successful and famous talking about the turning point things in their lives. I would call this a good motivational book, inspirational book. But it's got Terry Bradshaw, Madeleine Albright, Dave Barry, who's a good guy, Lou Holtz, Condoleezza Rice, Tom Brokaw, Tony Blair, a whole bunch of real famous people talking about the pivotal things in their life and what made them who they are. Really good book. Enjoyed it a great deal. A lot of fun stories in there. A lot of lessons you can learn from people that had to go through some really, really tough times and difficult obstacles and big challenges and still were able to overcome them and use them as strength and as a drive to help them be wildly successful and make an impact on the world. The last one is one I'm reading right now, about halfway through it, but it's so good I wanted to recommend it. It's called Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday, who's the author of The Obstacle is the Way, which is another great book that was highly recommended. The blurb on the top, Ryan Holiday is one of his generation's finest thinkers, and this book is his best yet, which is Stephen Pressfield, who wrote The War of Art, which is an absolutely superb book. If you're a writer or you're trying to be better as an artist or anything like that, holy moly, The War of Art, absolutely great. Ego is the Enemy It's all about understanding that we tell ourselves stories and we get wrapped up in our own ego, and we often make very poor decisions in our lives or very good decisions when we understand how our ego works and how we interact with it and the impact it has. And I think, I'm, like I said, reading this right now. It's been sitting on my bedstand. I'm really enjoying the heck out of it. I've probably used 2 highlighters on it already in just the first, where am I here? 153 pages. So, highly recommend it. Ego is the Enemy. What Made Me Who I Am by Bernie Swain. Keep It Simple by Joe Calloway. And again, the only sales handbook you'll ever need, no, the only sales guide you will ever need by Anthony Iannarino. Superb sales book. So if you've read a book that you want to recommend to me or all of my followers, please put it in the comments. If I haven't read it, I'll read it. If it's excellent, I'll put a nice review here, or put a nice review on Amazon, and I'll put it here on the videos. But I've said it 1,000 times. Leaders are readers, and for every book you read, it's going to help your career extremely much so. Dedicate yourself to reading, I think, at least 1 book every other month. I would prefer 1 book a month. And in a couple of years, you will see a dramatic positive impact on your life and your career. Take it easy. Have a good time, and go Gators.